Episode 2. At the end of episode 1, I don't think that I hit stop recording, so you might have heard me walking around, playing with Boo Boo, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's what I do, it's who I am. So, on this episode 2, because I just thought that the next one needed to stand alone, we can hope that YouTube really is on top of really cleaning up these YouTube streets. Hopefully, they have fixed the railroad ties and everything so that the train wreck won't keep coming through. But until then, we're all kind of stuck watching this. Case in point. My Michelle video got like 500 views, and the missing Madeline Kingsbury from my state that I put up there only has 59 views. It's really sad. I hope that things like this can go away so that the important things that we like to talk about and the reason why we're able to have our own channels and do our own kind of stories can get back to where it needs to be. That being said, you'll want to sub up and tell all of your friends that I'm the one who's going to have the most exclusive coverage of Katie Joy. Let's just say they're going to be exclusive. All right. So yeah, sub up. So as soon as we're done with this train wreck, we're going to go to the next, and that one's going to be interesting. 7M versus her. So without further ado, here we are on channel 420 TWAT on the second part of where Michelle and her flying monkeys were thinking that they were so smart in setting up an innocent man. Now, to get you back up to speed, Michelle looks so pretty here. She's showered. She has, I don't know why she's not listening to what I'm telling her to do with her makeup. We're going to go over that real quick. As older women, which I certainly am, I'm old as shit. I learned probably 15 years ago. Well, I'm going to be 51 next month. So I'm the big 50. And I think when I was like 35 is when I learned this, that if women of a certain age, if you line your eyes here on the bottom, it just brings your eyes down. It doesn't bring that focal point up. So you're going to not want to do anything here. If you have, I really like, if you have good juicy mascara, maybe fresh from Michelle's guano pile, that's actually what mascara is made of. Just FYI, all these things you learn here on TWAT radio. You'll want to have like one of those little bottom lash mascaras. If you have one of those little bottom lash applicators and you have good and moist mascara, make sure it's moist. So you can get your little lashes. That's what you're going to want to do, just to put a little definition there, but don't put any eyeliner, especially not this old 80s Wet n Wild crap that she's got dried fuck on there. Yeah, so just don't do that. Just keep it up to that. I like to do a little flick here, kind of just brings up the eyes there. Her eyebrows are quite excitable. They, if you look at when she loses her YouTube channel and whatnot, she can definitely use this space here for advertising, use that big ass forehead. Maybe they can even broadcast a drive-in movie on it. But anyway, her eyebrows go up when she lies. It seems like it's her tell. When she has the bottom teeth out, the fighting teeth, and the eyebrows up, she's lying. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? All right. So we were back here to where she's on this victory roll because she knew that it would be clipped, because what she hoped, because her flying monkeys with the blue wrench told her they would help her because they're going to be the co-defendants in the class action suit. Oh, get rich. They've been documenting everything. Everything. She doesn't have to do anything. I didn't think she could find anybody as stupid as her, but she did. Maybe five to seven of them. Okay? Who believe that an innocent man should be set up by this twat. So, she's gloating right now because she thinks that she had it done. Just coincidentally that email with her last name. She's saying it was because of the people who married us. And yeah, so they had that email. They had that email, which doesn't even make sense because why would ETN have Will I Am when, like I say, that was one of her many last names of an email address or an email channel or a channel called Will I Am, whatever. So as soon as she suspected that this Will I Am in the chat was ETN, what do you know? He coincidentally put her gate code there. And then, what do you know? The whole entire episode was about her needing to change the code because the gate code got doxed. So, was this whole story, this whole situation came about because supposedly ETN called her, couldn't get a hold of her, whatever, said, hey, Monday morning, Serve Pro, I think Monday morning, I don't know. Maybe it was last week. I don't know. That Serve Pro was going to come in the house and look at the basement. And so they came somehow and they were mad because they had to walk up or whatever because the gate didn't work or whatever, something. And then she acted like Jake, freaked out and got on her shaboot and hurt her toe again. And so it's about her toe. It's about this. It's about that. It's about that. And now she's blaming ETN that he waited till the 11th hour to do anything about the house. Nobody can get in that house while she is there. And oopsie, she forgot that she had already fired Serve Pro. So she's doing this, causing all of these histrionics to anybody who's trying to get in the house. Okay? Now, I do not believe that anybody should be going into that house until all pests removed, including this one with the 5'5", 130 pounds, tube socks and tuna cans and various green spit, is out because the bats in there could carry rabies. The rats in there are the biggest we've ever seen, and they can carry the hantavirus. And don't get me started. I know you guys are like, hantavirus. Look, I actually took care of a really beautiful young psychologist who had went through college on a basketball scholarship. And she was so sick, and no one could really figure it out. She was losing all this weight, getting really, really sick. And ultimately, she was flown up to our hospital in the Seattle area, and she had hantavirus. And it did so much brain damage that her license to be a practicing psychologist was revoked. It was really sad because here she was. She did everything right. She was not even 30, just, ahead of her class, everything. But she got hantavirus. And so, it's rare, but she's got bats, rats, and God knows what else in there. People and bats and rats don't coexist. That's why if you see a bat in your house, it's a problem because it could carry rabies. The way she acts, she may have rabies. I don't know why they didn't take her in that time when she was biting and kicking and everything else and headbutting the sergeants. But, Michelle, let's not charge her with anything. Let's not do anything. I don't know why she doesn't get charged, but she wants everybody else in jail. She wants everybody else in jail, but she sits there being a lying criminal all the time. And her mod sat there and didn't notice that she wasn't holding up a 14-day code. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to show what I see, what you can't caught, because I slowed it down to catch it when I saw it. Because it didn't look right to me. I thought I said 24 at first when I saw that too. So thank you for I see what you can't getting it. And I'm going to put it up and then watch. She's going to create 7 new channels tomorrow so she can get up and say that it wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault that I grabbed the wrong coin. Sorry. I thought traffic cone. I can't get the idea of her going and getting her drugs out from under a traffic cone out of my mind. She thinks that she has this foolproof system that the drug dealer goes and puts them underneath the traffic cone. And then she drives up and picks up this traffic cone, and her drugs are there, and she puts the money that she just got Cash App. So she wants you, the people, to give her $89.99 to change the code. Everybody in the thing is telling her to Google how to change the code, but she wants the money. Come on. She's going on this thing where she's sober. Her mods are on this let's make Michelle better thing. So they're trying to get her sober so she looks decent so she can go through the court proceedings next month. They think they're in on this big get-rich-quick scam of hers, and they're all a bunch of fools, okay, to put it lightly. So let's look at the rest of this clip, and then I'm going to show you why I want to lead into something else. So, without further ado, here we go.
And I can't even get in touch with him because he changes phone numbers all the time.
Shut up.
Right. An apologist that comes up to his cabin every once in a while why I had to change the gate code. Because my drunk ex-husband came on my YouTube channel and got our gate code.
Look at this mirroring. She's now saying how drunk Etienne is. That Etienne is the one with the drinking problem because not her. She's sober. Look at her 14-day sober coin. Look at her. Does this piss you off, baby? Huh? Right. He knows. The poor man will not pick up his phone or email or anything, I'm sure, until his attorneys tell him that day one he can go and take possession of that house. She just wanted to create this master plan to get the gate changed so that it can't happen, and not even the police can get in there anymore. So no one can call the police to get in there to serve the warrants to get her out of there. This is just her plan. None of this happened. Such a liar. You lie all the time. Poor Etienne. Poor God. All right, here we go.
Happy. The doctors will be real happy with Etienne's behavior.
What? Who are you? Some kind of weird-ass school marm? Look at this.
Etienne's behavior. The doctor's going to be real pleased with Etienne's behavior.
Oh, yeah, and what have you done with that property? What have you been doing there? And the cops coming there all the time. Because
your behavior.
So Etienne, who is this humble, meek man who is clearly a victim of Stockholm Syndrome, of domestic violence at the hands of her, she's turning it to make everybody believe he's the drunk. Okay? So this is her, because now she wants to say that she's sober. So even if she is sober for a minute, that's the way she's going to twist it on somebody else. If she's drinking with them, and then she starts to get in trouble, they can't use it against her because, she's sober, you've got a beer in her hand. She can be sober for 20 seconds and she'll use it against you.
I'm going to be real happy. The doctors will be real happy with Etienne's behavior.
What is this? Man who made the mistake of marrying you, who now is responsibly employed. You want to set up and get put in jail so what, he'll lose his new career? Just like he fucked up his last career? Why? Because he divorced you? He left you? He wouldn't put up with your crap anymore? Is that why? Yeah, you nodded. Yep, that's a yes. That's a yes. Yep, it's a yes. It's a yes.
Yeah, Haku,
Yes.
Still, I feel like I was set up. Because the contractor that's coming on Monday is quite capable of fixing everything.
Okay. So today is Monday when I'm recording this. This, I believe, was this recorded Saturday or Sunday when she did this? I saw the clip channel and I saved this to watch. So this was either recorded Saturday or Sunday. So she wanted to get that gate code changed by Monday is what she wanted, right?
Right?
I just wanted it to be fixed, right?
Right.
Just wanted it fixed. So he called me, he's like, hey, yeah, I'll go. So he's like, hey, Sarah's going to come fix upstairs, and then the contractor you fix is going to fix downstairs. I don't understand why you didn't hire two people, why you hired two different people, but I was like, all right, whatever, I just want to fix.
Okay. He has no idea how badly damaged this house is, plus the infestations. I don't think that well, maybe he's sending people in that can assess it, but nobody should be going into that house without a police escort. Nobody should. She's going to accuse them of stealing. She's going to accuse them of trying to do things to her. She's going to accuse them of everything. Well, you know what? Here it is. She doesn't want anybody in that house that's going to be able to tell ETN that the whole house needs to be evaluated. If there's a flood downstairs, if there's these infestations, which we've seen, and God knows what she's done and everything else, well, how much is it going to be to fix versus the value of the house? That's what's gonna happen here.
I got that when downstairs flooded, and people say I admitted to flooding downstairs.
You
She
did.
flooded it by leaving the bathroom sink on by accident. My RBV, yeah, and I'm waiting. It was an accident. We had faulty plumbing.
Accident.
Plumbing flooded downstairs.
Right.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Right. I didn't do it on. I didn't leave the water on purpose. Oopsie. Oopsie. Oopsie.
Look at how she looks when she does that. Look at that look. She left the faucet on. That is not faulty plumbing. Plumbing is not supposed to go around behind you and shut it the fuck itself off.
I'm evil. My gate code just got doxed by my ex-husband. Okay. Deuces. I'm throwing out kinds of deuces.
Deuces.
No, clip channel sketch everything. Tara caught it. She screenshot and just sent it to me.
Tara.
Tara sent me the screenshot. Tara caught it. So if Tara caught it, I guarantee you clip channel caught it.
Tara.
And I'm telling you, I'm asking you nicely for my safety.
So over here you've got Brandy Wise saying that she saw it too, blah 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 blah. Tara is putting all these dancing and celebration things up. They're talking about ETN over here quite badly.
Right? I'm asking for my safety clip channels that you do not post my gate code.
So we're just supposed to believe that she had nothing else on her mind to talk about. And as soon as she came on or whatever, see, I don't know how long this thing went, but it just seems like it was mighty convenient that the gate code was put in after this okay, so after she sees this Will.i.am come in, she starts saying, I think that's Etienne. I think it's in the chat. But she didn't say that, he was going to be in the chat before or whatever. I don't think. I think it's him. Because she always thinks it's him, right? Right. So, as soon as it happened, because how else would somebody know that that's a gate code? Why would anybody think that this series of numbers, why would the mods or anybody have seen the series of numbers and take it down? Like, I don't know how many numbers are in the gate, okay? Most likely the code for her is 666. I'm just going to go out there with it. So why would somebody see a number and then be so fast to delete it and then her not actually freak out? This was a setup. She had the mods in on it. She's been having her flying monkeys do this for a while. Not this, but she has them come after me and anybody else who talks about her and all of the other problems she's done, blah, blah, blah. Now, the risk that I'm taking, of course, about standing with the truth about her is that she's going to dox me, okay? Well, when it happens, it happens. If they're talking about me, I don't care. It's none of my business what other people say about me. So if you guys see her talking or whatever, I don't care. Don't clip it. Don't let me know. I don't care. If there's a matter that's direct to my safety, then you know what? Sure, let me know. If it's not directly related to my safety, I don't care. I really don't. I don't want to know. If she doxes or somebody doxes, says, okay, this is you, blah, blah, blah. This is what you've done in your life or whatever. And it's not God. Well, sure. And then we can sit down and we can have a question and answer session. And you guys can ask me anything you like to know. But she's going to have a rude awakening if she thinks that she's got anything on me, because she doesn't. And then we can tell you guys the rest of my story. And, well, I won't have to be so secretive now, will I?
Yeah, everybody saw the film. Everybody saw it.
Only the mom.
That cameraman, that camera woman, they're telling the truth when they're filming this, because here she goes. Like I say, you're going to watch. Only the mods saw the number. So everybody else is saying things to her and everything else. And isn't it a coincidence that this thing that she knows is going to be clipped, but asking the channels not to put out the gate numbers, compromising her security? Isn't it interesting that she is all put together? This is the most we've ever seen her put together. She's not drinking or doing or smoking or molesting the dogs, anything in this whole thing. This was because she thought that this would go to a courtroom, no different than the other video that we've done. Me, myself, and my camera crew person. All of my staff here at TWAT Radio. We've all got it. The thing is so obviously that she set it up with her enablers.
Yeah, everybody saw the film. Everybody saw it.
Only the mods did, you fucking twat.
Everybody saw it.
Oops,
That shows what a real winner I divorced. What a real winner I divorced. Now,
what a real winner you divorced. Okay, a career military man who all of a sudden, after he got involved with you, had a little incident happen in 2017.
Right.
That pretty much the end of his planned exit of the military career. And then he had to find a new career. And so he went into the insurance industry, and you decided you wanted to stalk him and follow him. So you tried to, right? Right. Well, one of you two was working in the insurance agency, and it isn't you. You got the license. You did, but why aren't you working? Oh, because you're pretending to work in the house, which is why you're going to say that you can't have anybody come in to fix anything, because you're pretending that you're working as the insurance adjuster from your home. Right. Then what about last week when you're so horribly handicapped and everything? What about all that, huh? I think it's time that they reevaluate your disability.
God, that went downstairs flooded. I had so many problems with them that I fired them.
I forgot I fired him. Oopsie.
I sent him the link to this channel for.
She did this shit with the rope. Okay, come on, she looks like the Count. If I superimpose the Count on this, I mean, honestly, when she started calling in about Drake, and she'd do this, the rope. Look at it, I've got this rope here. Hold on, I'm gonna cut it. Don't look at the pew-pews in the cupboard, or don't look at the pew-pews on the counter. I've got pew-pews all over here. I have to keep them real handy for the pregnant armadillos. Okay? Right? So, she thinks she's real smart. So she thinks that she just solved this, like she's playing the game of Clue with herself. She's got the candlestick in the dining room and everything. Because people are like, well, how do you know it's him? And all this. Because I sent him the link. And ETN's just was sitting there just waiting until she sends a link for him to get on to see. And she really thinks that she would send him a link so that he could sit there and watch how everybody's calling her all of these names and everything on the side. That her mods are working overtime trying to delete. And YouTube sends the thing that says this channel is in violation of this. And she's got this look and she's got her eyebrows up. How do you know it was him? Because I gave him the link. Yeah, we'll give him some links. But you know what? You want us to do that? You want ETN to just have all your links? We'll make sure it happens.
Tonight.
What?
I'm not lying, and I said it in the very beginning.
What? I'm gonna say that for the people in the back.
The link for tonight because I'm calling him off his shit on what he did to me. I think he set me up. I had problems with Surf Road. Went downstairs, flooded, and
You know
fired
what?
them, and I got someone else.
Gotta do it again.
Real winner, I divorced. What a real winner, I divorced. Now, I forgot that when downstairs flooded, I had so many problems with them that I fired them. I sent him the link to this channel for tonight. I'm not lying, and I said it in the very beginning.
Where?
I sent him the link for tonight because I'm calling him on his shit on what he did to me. I think he set me up. I had problems with Serpro. Went downstairs, flooded, and I fired them, and I got someone else to come in. Because I have filled out paperwork for contempt, and I told him that I was going to file it. I think because he's waited till the 11th hour to fix things. Fuck. Exactly. Yeah, I'm surprised he do it too, but the reason why he did it is because he knows I don't feel safe, and that's why I'm so mad about
Right.
Now, let me tell you what happened.
Right, deuces.
I think it was a setup.
Deuces. Yeah, I think it was a setup. You set him up, you fucking twat.
Because he waited till the 11th hour.
Oh, yes. Just the...
I'm taking him back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Daddy. You're my hero.
Oh,
I'm
Tara.
immaculate.
Tara,
I'm immaculate.
Tara.
When's our cocaine?
Tara.
But I think he sent some spies in here.
Oh,
Why
spies.
when the contractor that I wanted to come fix everything?
Uh-huh. Underworld
Even though they should
spies.
come, and they showed up at the gate on
Thank you, Tara.
Tara.
Tara. Tara.
They found me at the gate, and they did it. They just showed up on the top driveway, and he knows I hate that. Everyone parks downstairs. It's not because I think I'm better than people. It's not that I would make people pee outside. Of course, I would let someone.
I saw it too. I saw it too.
No.
Unbelievable.
According to our divorce papers, he has to pay for all of it. And
According-
downstairs, he's been sitting on an insurance check for over a year.
Yeah. Why? Because you're
Over
like,
a year. And he's not fixed it until the 11th hour.
11.
This. Who did she sit there and start bitching to? And then they were like, just like him to wait till the 11th hour to do anything. No. The divorce said that she could stay in there until May 1st. She is getting alimony, living in the house so he is paying the house payment. She got the vehicle. I don't know if she can get insurance with her DUIs. I don't know that she has an active driver's license because she was real weird about it when she had to get it for the police and they wanted that, right? Right. The reason that they wanted the driver's license is because she said she wanted to file a report against the one that she was stalking, okay? Otherwise, did not need her driver's license. Because she wanted to file a report, they needed her driver's license, some form of ID to put on the report. Okay, so it's linked to her. Okay, that's the way. If she didn't have a driver's license, they would use some other identifying number, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so she has caused so much damage. Anything that he would have done to that point would be wasted. Because she is in there actively sabotaging that house. As she has a proven track record, this is a person who says, if I can't have it, nobody can. Okay? That's what was going on with the kids and why she did her little closet stunt and everything like that. Because people were saying that she was going to lose the kids from her horrible behavior, doing this and that and that and that and that. Well, she'd rather kill them all than let anybody else have them. That's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody who openly punches and kicks a dog. Okay? Why are people defending this? Okay? This is disgusting. It's disgusting what people are doing, allowing this behavior. But I'm going to stand up and I'm going to speak real loud. If I get doxxed in the process because I'm making sure that an innocent man doesn't go to jail, I'll do it. Because bad things happen in jail. That's why you don't go to jail. And a person like ETN who's already been beaten down and is a victim of domestic violence at her hands, she is the domestic abuser. He isn't. If I end up getting doxxed, if I end up having to freaking go to Georgia, if I have to do my cash apps and you guys fund me to go to Georgia, I'll go to Georgia and I'll go in front of a judge and I will show every single thing here. Okay? Because this is not okay. I fight to make sure that people who are innocent do not go to jail. The thought of that should scare every single person that's listening to me, that hears me later, that hears about it secondhand. The thought of an innocent person going to jail should be the scariest thing on your radar. Bad things happen in jail. That is why it is a consequence of abhorrent behavior. To sit there and try to frame an innocent man to give her what she wants so that she can continue to live free and get alimony and have the best medical coverage that anybody could while she has the state and backed up by TRICARE for this amount of time, as per the divorce decree. He probably has a different form. I don't know, but she still showed that she had TRICARE. It wasn't enough because it's never enough, because she's a bottomless pit of needs and money and attention. I'm saying enough is enough. I hope that others are too. Stand up for ETN. Even if you were on her side before. And I hope that I've shown you tonight, with very obvious lies, that this is her end game. She wants him put in jail. Let's talk about what she wants to happen when people get put in jail. Because she thinks that she is the queen of everything, right? Right? You heard what she wants to happen to Ski when he gets put behind bars. Because she's been calling the parole officer, right? Right? You think she doesn't think that that's what she's going to have somebody do to ETN in the jail too? Well, with her little game, she's compromising the safety of everybody. Do you think that ETN looks like the kind of guy who wants to get beaten up in the night? Anally raped? Those are the kinds of things that happen in jail. Why? Because he finally got enough strength to walk away from her? That he found out she was lying and faking the stroke? And then he finally found it in himself to stand up and put one foot in front of the other, and he didn't have a place for his dog to go? So she went and euthanized his dog? My pets are part of my family. I see them the same as my children. That little photo that she has with the dogs and her ATN. It's no longer 3 dogs, are they? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And why is she prohibited from being in animal control? What did she do? Did she throw a big shit fit and everything, trying to force them to put his dog to sleep? And maybe they didn't. Maybe by the grace of God, they did not put that dog to sleep. Because this scares me. Obviously, she sees her dogs the same as her children. Disposable.
Hour. Until he freaking exterminates you, you freaking cockroach. Cockroach. Cockroach.
Here you go. This is what he wanted to do.
Like I say, sorry about our B-roll camera girl. You know, she's got that thing, sorry, that B-roll. Like I said, she was taking it to HR and giving a raise.
Cock out of your
This is what he
throat.
wanted to do.
I did my
He wanted
name.
to show that I can't work with contractors, and I'm trying to not get the house fixed.
Yep, there it is. There it is. She's trying to convince ETN that she is working from the house at her pretend job. Okay? So let's make sure that this is memorialized, because she just got done trying to say to YouTube and Google and all of her friends and everybody else that she can't work because of all of the bullying. And didn't she lose her job? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to review those documents. You want receipts, Bits? It's time for receipts.
The construction company that I want to come fix everything is coming out Monday morning. That is who I recommended. That's who I gave him numbers. I gave him those numbers a year ago. Are you watching this shit?
Oh, me?
He set up another account.
Oh,
Are you watching this shit?
oh, me? Yes.
That was the second time.
Oh no.
Did you see that?
Anyways, Michelle, someone just posted the gate code. Oh my God, seriously? Oh no.
Did y'all see that?
Oh no. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh my God, seriously?
Etienne, I am taking you. You are in so much trouble.
Tara,
You are in so much
WTF?
fucking trouble.
OMG, really?
You are in so
Butterflies
much
and Camel said
trouble.
no.
I'm not into my life. This is all going.
You have it
Did you get that?
highlighted.
Did you get that, Tara?
Did you get that, Tara? Was this a setup? Yeah, you set it up, you fucking dumb cunt. Yes, yes, you just said yes, 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 doses. Oh, it's putting you in danger. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that camera girl did this B-roll and got this background for our report here at, 420 TWAT. As you can see, she just has a terrible mouth when it comes to bullshit. But, and then, yeah, I recorded it for my screen. So my screen here on my laptop is obviously disgusting. I gotta figure out how to clean that off. I don't know what I've been doing to it. Looks like, I don't know. Maybe Boop. You know what? I can see Boo Boo's claws in it too. He's been scratching. Maybe I licked my laptop. I don't know. Maybe I do. Because I'm looking at this. And isn't it funny how only her mod saw it again? Tara sees it. Yes. And then whatever I saw, hers putting you in danger. And then the hips and lips here. Here you go. This is what's going to cause the next episode to come out. Okay? Because here we go. Here we got a problem. So she's got everybody thinking that ETN is this bad man. Because remember, she started this whole thing that she was a victim of domestic violence and all this shit. And then one of these days when she thought it was funny to sit there and brag about how much money she has, she in fact said that ETN would never hurt her. He never laid a hand on her. That he loves her. And obviously he does, because he puts up with all this shit you do. So, right now it's convenient for her to do this because she wants to have it all set up so that nobody can come and evict her. The sheriff cannot come to the property if they don't know the gate code to evict her. It's going to take a little bit more. Now, she's got all of those firearms in that house. I don't know why ETN has not moved with a court order to get the firearms removed from her. The threats she has made against herself and others are well documented. Why has nobody acted on that? I don't know. Like she says, it's a small town sheriff. So see, here you go. You got hips and lips saying you're a POS, ETN. You're just pissed that she didn't lie about the contractors. What are you talking about? You think that this man, who managed to stay in the military until he met her, was probably lonely. Military men get lonely towards a certain age, and they sometimes get ladies of the night. And that's what he did, apparently, and he decided to just not keep renting her, and he paid full price. Didn't save his receipt, so he got stuck with the bitch. So, he has never done anything to her. And she has this hips and lips convinced. So I'm going to have to re-educate hips and lips, because apparently hips and lips doesn't have a brain. It lists off what it has. It's a hips and lips. Okay? It's front facing at least, because the hips and lips are. So There you go. Only the mods are seeing this, right?
Yes. I saw her as putting you in danger.
Okay, well, here we go.
Who the fuck is gonna go and want to see you? Nobody. Even frickin' Ted Bundy'd fucking run, you dumbass. God damn it. Whoa! Team you.
Sorry. Sorry, that camera roll person. Okay. Well, here we go. Yes, Cinderella. It would be logical to do what is in the divorce decree. The house is supposed to be sold and the equity split between them to move on. No more. This is it. She would have no more strings with Etienne. He does not have a child with her. Nothing. He can go and live his life without ever knowing anything about her. Okay? She thinks she's going to stay in the house because she just wants them to put it on for sale on paper and then get the half of the equity and fund it herself with her disability. Okay? Now, the old numbers on the house with it had been refinanced, it looked like blah 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 blah. So the old number was 223, I think. And it looks like it was recently assessed for 375. Okay? I was sent a couple of things. I've seen both. I don't know if that's true. I don't know when they went and assessed it. But I'll tell you, when they get inside the house, it's going to go back to that 223. And if that's the amount they owe, because she's done so much to it. She was once a licensed real estate agent. She knows the specific things that would be noted to cause a problem to hold up the sale of the house. The sooner he can be done and get her out so that he can have the damages put in and get all the estimates and have one big estimate as to whether or not the house can even be sold. What are the conditions of the house would need to be brought up to be able to be sold? It can't happen until she's out. So he wants to get her out. If he has a brain still, he may think that there is some way to deal with her. I hope not. And I hope that this confirms that she's every bit as out of control. Look at how she sat there and behaved until it was, let's talk about wait until the 11th hour. She waited till the 11th hour to act sober. Okay? She partied this whole entire time, did everything, blah, 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 blah. And then when she knew it was coming down, she switched the vodka to wine and is medicating herself enough that she's managing through opioids, allegedly, because she's not sober. If sober is telling that you're 14 days sober, you've got your 14-day coin, and you hold up one that says 21, means not believing it. And when is she going to AA? She films everything, so why isn't she filming when she's going to AA? Why doesn't she show where she's going? Because for her level of addiction, she'd be needing to go to 90 in 90 days. She'd be needing to go to AA, NA, whatever. You cannot be sober from one and not the other. Sober is sober. You can't be doing opioids, narcotics, and just not drinking. That's not sober. She's full of shit. She lies. So you see, the Cinderella says, well, this is what you told me. You told me you're getting equity, blah, blah, blah. Well, her big plan was to get Ski there, and they were going to do a bed and breakfast. Right. Well, Ski didn't take her bait. Because I think it would have been like the movie Misery. And she would have had him in there. She'd have broken his legs. Look what happened to his ear just from talking to her on the phone. Okay? So Team YouTube puts this up and it says this account is violating terms of service and will soon be removed from YouTube. Okay? Her mods pulled that so fast. And what Hips and Lips says, you're a piece of shit, ETN. You're just pissed that she didn't, like the contractors? I don't believe that he would have even had contractors come and try and get in there. I really don't. He knows how dangerous she is. And the dogs and everything. So if he has sat on this check, the settlement for the flood in the basement for a year, why would he want to send in contractors 2 weeks before she's supposed to be out? I mean, maybe for an estimate, maybe for them to get in for an estimate, but he's smart enough to know that there's no point in putting the money in to the house. The fact that he has the check for the insurance settlement means that the house is still in his name. Okay, so he would be the one who could change the gate code. He is the homeowner. I don't think she's on. I don't know. I don't know if he did a quick sale and put her name on it or not. I don't know if she actually technically owns it too. But she's always bragged about how all that property is hers and everything. Well, now that she's having to say that because somebody called her on her lie because she said before that somebody else had the code or whatever, I wonder how much land is hers. How much land is the that oncologist? Why do we have to know all these details? She's an idiot. Hips and Lips, you're an idiot. So, the fact that this account shouldn't even be there straight up means that anything said on this would be thrown out by the court because it was illegal for her to even be on there. Not that it's a criminal violation, but it's a civil violation. So her behavior is so out of control that she can't even be on social media. That says volumes. You see ETN out there doing anything like that? No, Hips and Lips. Okay?
YouTube. This account is violating terms of service and will be soon removed from YouTube. Oot, oot, oot. Oh, let's delete that. Let's delete that. Mods, did you get that? Mods, did you get that? Mods, did you get that?
Did you see how fast her mods shut that down? Okay. So now she's got more blue trot waffles coming up. And they saw it again. Tara says it again. And sorry, I'm eating Cheerios. I think I'm choking on them.
Look, again, look what people have to say about you. So I think it was a setup.
Oh my God! You're a PO, Hips and Lips. You're a piece of shit, ETN. You're just pissed that she didn't lie about the contractors. You know what, Hips and Lips? And that's all you've got, Hips and Lips. I'm gonna freaking school you, you fucking goddamn. Sorry, I have Tourette's. It's a Tourette's.
And I'm not sabotaging anything.
I am sabotaging.
Because what he did, these people that I fired, I didn't even realize he sent them the same people. So,
oh, Angel says definitely a setup.
So I'm getting
yes, her life was threatened. ETN.
No,
not for nothing.
For contempt.
Look at this. Oh, then there you go. So we've got Pennywise here. Yes, her life was threatened. So, okay, because she sent him the link. She sent him the link. Because tonight she was going to call him out. So then he would just, out of the blue, after doing nothing, then he would do that. And then you got this blue twat waffle, Michelle Cash App. Because to change the gate code, right, we must all run and give her money for that so that she is not ever going to have to face any type of expense whatsoever in her life because she is so entitled that she believes that the taxpayers need to do that because anybody stupid enough to give her money obviously is a vulnerable adult with extreme brain damage. Okay, Hips and Lips. He threatened to Kay, other girl who also called on him. What? Lisa, shut up. Bunch of idiots.
So the contract.
Why?
Oh. Now, ETN is crazy. You know what, ETN? I'm going to get ETN on the phone. Bring. Yes. Can we get ETN on the phone for a comment? Can we go ahead and do that? Bring. Yes, this is 420 TWAT trying to reach out to ETN. Let's see if we can get him in our Rolodex. Our Rolodex here. Let's see here. I think we have a recent on him. Let's see here. Yes. Bring. Yes, hi. This is channel 420 TWAT, and we do have a comment on here that says that you have been trying to put the gate code up to endanger Nutshell's life. Can you go ahead and she says that you're drunk. Can you comment on that?
Comment. Just back up like 10 feet. Just back up and I'll leave you alone. I'll get up and I'll leave. Okay, I'll follow you. Okay. So.
Okay. So did you guys get that? Yeah. That's a little clip from something else, and I'll show you again because he just repeated it. He said she's trying to escalate. She's drunk. That was ETN's comment. He was out the door. I'm gonna have to catch him in another cam. He walked away. As you could hear, she's following him because that's what happens when you're the victim of a domestic violence assault, right? When you've got the abuser and you're scared for your life and scared for your safety, you follow him, right? Right. I'll get the cameras on that because I would like to look into ETN's statement here in just a moment. So hang on. Oh my God, he's crazy. You guys are crazy for believing that she gave him a link, and coincidentally, all he did was put in the gate code. Okay?
Would Bomb deserve the money because she's the one who doxed for
I get
you?
what's going on. And I apologized to them and I said, I'm sorry you had to hear that conversation.
Oh my God, he's crazy. Oh my God, it's crazy. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to do a little review on ETN. Yeah, we're gonna freaking roast the ETN tonight. Let's go roast the ETN. All right. Yeah. Thanks for catching that. I see what you can't. You are the hero. You are the hero.
People back down. We've had contractors get stuff back in their.
Shut up!
I know it. I didn't want anyone to have my gate code. I was a little pissed. Jake stepped on my toe. I had my debris the other day.
Wait.
I didn't have my shaboot on. I had
Shaboot on? You didn't have your shaboot on? So Jake attacked you again? Is that how he first hit you too?
You just can't work with anybody.
What?
I was mad that they got the gate code. I was mad that they parked at the top driveway. And I said this on my live. Because people back down. We've had contractors get stuff back down our driveway. He knows it. I know it. I didn't want anyone to have my gate code.
There you go. She didn't want anybody to have her gate code. Okay? That's all this shit show was. Okay? So shit show is coming to a conclusion, and we're going to review some things because not on my watch. Not on my watch will you be saying you're going to be putting a man in for 2 to 3 days in jail who's innocent.
There you go.
Jake stepped on my toe. I had my debris the other day. The day before, I didn't have my shaboot on.
Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Hi, Charlotte. We're gonna go back. Well, looks like Charlotte's reviewing. Michelle, here's my so it must be there. We got all this. This is Burnt Toast, and Burnt Toast is my favorite freaking creator. Please watch Burnt Toast. I just love her. And my spirit animal is Nancy Grace, so you know. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go into my old videos. Okay, so those of you that believe that ETN is the problem, I have set everything up really nicely for you. Okay? What I did is I created a playlist called Michelle. So, what I had done is I had taken some videos and I updated them because this one in particular really bothered me. It was where we just got pretend ETN to say what he said. Now, because obviously if you think that ETN is the problem, you need to review the videos because here's all the receipts, here's all the facts, okay? So we've got everything all set up for you. You can go everywhere here and you can see exactly what's going on with ETN. Here you're going to see this, okay? And we're going to set the stage for you. ETN has cement all over him, okay? And we're going to put it in how Michelle put it, okay? We're going to have Michelle. She's going to give the comment here. We're going to get into this, but if you want to see, and because you think that ETN is crazy and you think ETN is the problem, like I say, it's all here for you. Oopsie, oopsie. It's all here for you. So, we're going to go here. And then, okay. Yes, this is Tabitha Jane reporting from 420 TWAT. We would like to talk to you, Michelle Lola Montez Sabate. As you do the preface here, would you go ahead and do this?
Yes. Okay. So this is when ETN was abusing me. And it's a preface. It started pouring down, raining. I see 2 bags by my garden. I think it's lime for the grass. I was like, shit, help me get this on the deck and run downstairs. I get 1 bag to the edge and it busts. Go for the other bag, now completely soaking wet, and it busts too. You can see me naked here, all wet, in my profile picture. It was cement for the insulation for the sump pump. Thought it was so funny that the deck and myself were covered in cement. I ran my hands through his hair. I had 3 Bud Lights in me. Just 3 Bud Lights. Is that a lot? Is that a lot? See my coin. See my coin. I had 3 Bud Lights. That's not bad. That's 3 Bud Lights. That's nothing. It was just funny as shit. Number 2, his ring is back on his finger, and he's cooking me French toast. Number 3, we will deal with the deck tomorrow. Y'all, I still can't breathe. The dust was all over his face. Ha, ha, ha.
Michelle, the dust is all over his face?
Yep. Look at it. I can't breathe.
Michelle, I'm having a hard time understanding how you would put cement all over a grown man's face and hair.
Oh, he had it coming. He waited till the 11th hour to come outside.
Where were you?
In bed,
Why were you in bed?
drinking.
Why were you in bed drinking?
It's what I do. It's how I work.
So, this is what you brought. This is one of the ones that you brought because you started filming because you felt that ETN was abusive to you.
He is. He's a POS. Look at the piece of shit I divorced. He's broke, and he does all this. He waits till the 11th hour, and he does this to me.
Okay, so you were in fear for your life here.
Yes. I showed the judge. This is abuse.
What's abuse?
Him.
Okay. All right, here we are. 420 TWAT. We're going to go ahead and watch how this went here. All right, we've got comments from both sides. We're going to go ahead and look in here. As we can see, this ETN here has cement all over him. You can see that it's definitely, in the shape of a hand. You can see that that somebody definitely did put water and cement all over him. Let's see here. Let's see what kind of fuck shit we got going on here, as Burnt Toast would say. Reinventing the history. She's turning it around. She's saying what's happening isn't happening. She is absolutely under the influence, and this is what she's doing.
I want to get the fuck away from
I
me.
just want you back up.
I just want to get the fuck away
Just
from
10
me.
feet back up. I don't leave you alone.
All right.
Just back up like 10 feet. Just back up. I don't leave you alone. I'll get up and
You're drunk and you're trying to escalate.
No, I'm not
the
drunk. I'm
situation.
loud. Just please back
Trying
up.
to escalate
No,
the
just
situation.
please back up
I'm
like
trying
10
to get the
feet.
fuck
Just
out
back up like 10 feet.
Look,
Just I'll leave you alone.
no, I'm just.
Put your ring back on your finger. This is so funny. Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. So, hold on. We're going to go back here.
All right.
Just back up like 10 feet. Just back up. I don't leave you alone. I'll get up and
You're drunk and you're trying to escalate.
No, I'm
the
not drunk.
situation.
I'm loud. Just please back
Trying
up.
to escalate the
No, just
situation.
please back up
I'm
like
trying to
10
get the
feet.
fuck out
Just back up like 10 feet.
Look,
Just I'll leave you alone.
I'm just.
Put your ring back on your finger. This is so funny. Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. So, as you could see her hand, she put her hand on him. He is much bigger than her. So, as you just saw, she put her hand, she's pushing him. She's telling him to back up 10 feet. If he backed up 10 feet, he's going to be backed up near the oven in the fridge around the island. He is trying to leave the situation, get away from her. His instinct is to leave. He is a trained military man. Military men are trained to de-escalate. They do not engage. You can tell that he was not looking her in the eye. He was not challenging her. He was trying to get out and get to a safe place. Now, I know that Michelle's little flying monkeys love to sit there and tell me how weird it is that I sit there and try and say what he must be thinking and what he's doing. Well, you know what? It's called being an empath. I don't know if I actually am one or not, but I certainly have more empathy than Michelle and all of the blue twat waffles combined, because I can see in this man's eyes that he is scared. He looks like a trapped animal that is scared to death. Okay? What other time has he been scared to death? When the police report was just read off that was acquired, when it had that she said that Etienne had started a fire, and it turns out that no, Michelle had let off a firearm, and because she doesn't know how to shoot a gun, the kickback cut her hand like an idiot. She should not be around guns at all, but if she's too stupid to not know the force of the kickback, come on. Who was she shooting at? So this trained military man, rather than going and trying to get the gun away from her, did the smartest thing. He ran and went and barricaded himself in a bedroom and called for help. And then what does he do when they're there? He says, oh, I'm sorry, my wife had a bad day. She didn't take her medication, and, we're dealing with this. I've got to get her medication. Everything will be fine. Does that sound like an abuser? No, it doesn't sound like an abuser to me. So hips and lips and whatever else, all of you with your frickin' blue twat waffles, this is ridiculous. This is not funny. You think this man who did everything that he could to try to just survive and get out with what he could, do you know what she's cost him? And again, he was a military man. She ruined the end of his military career. So now we don't have him, as an asset to our country. Who knows how much longer he would have been in had she not have made sure he wasn't in the military anymore. Who people's offices, Michelle? Yep. Who calls people's commanders, Michelle? Yep. So anyway, this man is walking away. He's trying to get away because he's scared shitless of her. And the cement is burning him. What's she doing? She's laughing. So you want to sit there and say that Etienne is crazy and Etienne did all that and everything? No. And she posted this over here thinking it's so funny to show all of her friends. But then she ended up using it as proof in the divorce to a judge because, she thinks she's so in with the judge and everything. She thinks that the court is her frickin' personal playground. She, uses our tax dollars that way. How many millions and millions of dollars of tax dollars can we allow Michelle to cost us? Isn't there programs that could be better invested in our country other than a Michelle? project, Project Michelle. Okay, so she's mad because he doesn't have his ring on his finger. Now she says in there where she's trying to kind of do some damage control on this video that she posted because she thinks it's so funny. It says he was not abusing her. This is what she sees as abuse. He told her he thinks she's had enough to drink. And I mean, look at this. This is the daytime. This is just like how you do. Like I say, when you own a house and on the weekends, you're like, oh gosh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So he was going to put in the sump pump. Obviously they've got too much water going wherever, and those pregnant armadillos underneath the deck. But he's walking away, and look at all of the stuff all over his shirt from her, and her hands putting cement all over him.
I think you've had enough of
Look at that pump. Obviously they've got too much water going wherever. And
So the ones that think he's crazy, I'm going to go back one more time.
But he's walking away, and look at all of the stuff all over his shirt from her, and her hands he told her he thinks she's had enough. This is what she sees as abuse. He told her, how you do. Like I say, when you own a house and on the weekends, you're like, oh gosh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So, he was going to put in the sump pump. Obviously they've got too much water going wherever, and those pregnant armadillos underneath the deck. But he's walking away, and look at all of the stuff all over his shirt from her, and her hands putting cement all over him.
I think you've had enough
Look at that. So you've got this beautiful house. He kept trying to do everything he could to fix what he'd gotten. The Michelle project. It's a beautiful house, and he's walking around with cement all over him, cement in his hair and everything. She just thinks that that's the complete logical thing to do. Is to go and put cement and water and I don't know what's wrong with you, Michelle, but leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Okay? Leave the man alone. Get the hell out of the house. Let one of those with the blue wrenches let you move on in with them, because it doesn't even look like your inmate's son wants to shack up with you. He wants to get out and not live the rest of his life in prison. And every time he gets around you, he's going to do criminal things because he hurts inside, because he wants a mother's love and he's never had it, because you're incapable. You thought you'd be able to use him, get cash apps for him to go to interviews and everything. And you know what you wanted to use him for? You wanted to use him so that he could get his own YouTube channel and you could be on it, because that's how you think you could do this, because this YouTube has been this endless source of narcissistic supply for you. But you're done, Michelle. YouTube is done with you. They see you. They saw my letter. It's done. We're just wrapping shit up, okay? We're wrapping shit up to make sure that it's all nice and put together nicely, so that every time you come up, we're going to play the game of frickin' whack-a-mole. And every time that you bob your frickin' ugly head up and you start a new channel, boom, it's going to be shut down. Boom, it's going to be shut down. Boom, it's going to be shut down, because you don't put innocent people in jail. And you do not fuck with veterans. I'm going to get some other veterans involved in this project, because I'm not going to do this alone. I need help, and I'm going to make sure that every veteran that I know gives me the advice on how to best help this veteran, because this veteran needs help. He needs support, because if he doesn't get it, I don't want his mother to be broken-hearted about losing another son, because that's where this is headed for what you've done to him. So leave him alone. This has gone on far enough. Leave him alone. Look at that. Look at the concrete in his hair, all over his shoulders, everywhere. He didn't do that. She did that. She put it all, and you're going to see in a little bit, you're going to see it's all over in his head and everywhere. She got it, she picked it all up, all of the wet, soaking wet cement that he had just mixed it. And she went and put it and threw it all over him and got it in his hair, his face, and everything, rubbed it all over, and she's thinking it's hilarious. And he doesn't think it's funny because his skin is freaking burning. And she's drunk, like, come and party. He's, no, this is not a party. This is not fun.
Dry. You were drunk and you spilled concrete all over our fucking yard. So I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Let's do her laughing. You know those beautiful wrought iron that staircase? It was like a $17,000 improvement. So that house, there's that couch, that fateful couch, and that was 3 years ago. I think almost exactly. How funny. That was May 17th, 2020, that he's sitting on the couch with the chemical burns that you can see. Well, Michelle's sitting there just laughing. Etienne was afraid that his mother was going to see this. And he didn't want his mother to see how he was getting humiliated by her. That scared him more than being falsely accused of abusing her. She used this and was like, I'm going to show your mom. I'm going to show the judge. It's like he just wanted out. He just wanted to go. He left. She killed his dog. Oh, enough. Like I say, we'll play your little Cash App game. I'll go to Georgia. I'll stand out there, and I'll make sure that Etienne doesn't get put in jail if that's what it takes. I know that I've got a whole army behind me. You want to play? That's how it's done. Leave him alone. Stop with the lies. You're trying everything because you waited till the 11th hour to figure out where you're going to go and live, and you don't know where. And nobody is going to put up with your shit. But you know what? Maybe, you know what? Here.
Tara. Got a new roommate. Michelle, set up your guest room.
And then Brandy, Lisa. Who else? Oh, but you don't like women. You don't trust them, right?
Right.
Gonna go to Dallas or wherever where you were pretending to go to the job, but then you had to go and pretend to have the problem with your toe and everything so that nobody noticed that you weren't in Georgia with that old sugar daddy. Well, you and your shaboot have a good night, and to those blue twat waffles with the wrench, go ahead and go on my playlist. This is just one. I went ahead and made sure that these are here so they're memorialized to show that Etienne is the innocent man. And don't come at me and say, I don't understand how domestic violence works and blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. Too many men are abused, and they are embarrassed that little shrews that are half their size take out their soul and eat it for breakfast and spit it back out for lunch. But it's enough. Trying to put somebody completely innocent in jail and having people back you up and say that your life is in danger. What are you going to do? Pull the domestic violence victim act again? You're going to go and try and get yourself into a domestic violence shelter? Is that your plan? So that you can say that he did this and he exposed your safety and everything, so that when you're faced with a possibility, very real possibility of being homeless because you can't manage your disability money, you're going to go to a domestic violence shelter? Is that your backup plan? None of it needs to happen. There are actual real victims out there. There are actual real people who are abused, and Etienne is the one who's abused, not you. Leave him alone. Hips and lips, you've got your homework cut out for you. Start with my playlist. Figure it out. Figure it out. My God, you stupid people. And this has been another, the more you know, the more you know. Again, thank you to I See What You Can't for capturing the gold. And be careful, everybody. Don't give in to her. Don't give her anything. Don't give in just stop. Just walk away now. Unless, only thing you can do is let her move in with you. That's it. And once she's done with YouTube, it's done. It's done. And we'll just be watching for her to pop up, and we'll just be contacting YouTube Legal. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for listening.